Hey guys, my name is Kaylee. I'm going to be a third-year kindergarten teacher, and welcome to Kindergarten with Kaylee. Guys, welcome back to Classroom Setup Part 3. Today is June 22nd. It's a Tuesday. I'm only going in for literally 2 hours. It's 8:30. I have to leave at 10:30. I really wanted to get in my classroom today because I can't get in that much this week. This is one of the only days I can come in this week, and just coming in early in the morning was just what worked best for me. I just went to Walgreens and printed some pictures for my file cabinet. I updated some pictures, and then I also got like some double-sided tape and stuff, so that's feeling good. But yeah, we're gonna head in there. My main goal is to print some things that I know I'm gonna need, like for Meet the Teacher and stuff, because I need to take my laptop into IT and get it updated, and I'm not sure how long that takes, so I just want to print a few things that I know I'm gonna need in the next couple weeks. If it does take, I don't think it'll take that long, but we'll see. And then I honestly, since I only have a little bit of time, my main goal is to organize. I'm in the mood to organize too. So I want to organize either I'm thinking the gray shelves behind my desk is what I want to organize. So I think we're gonna start there, and maybe the white shelf behind my desk as well. And then I have the big file cabinet that I'll eventually need organized, and my closet. So we're kind of almost done with decorating. I mean, there's still a few things, but for the most part, it's like, you know, we need to organize and clean. So okay, glad I finally got that finished because I hated that empty space at the top, so it looks a lot better now. Here is the aftermath of that. Wowzers. So obviously this looks like a lot, but I am sick and tired of throwing things in those shelves all year. It's just so unorganized. There was not a system. I hardly ever used anything on there because I didn't know where things were or what they were. So I'm gonna label any bin. I'm gonna label, or even if it's like a certain thing, I'm gonna put on what it's for. So then if I'm like looking for something, I can be like, oh, that's what that's for. Because I just never gravitated towards things because I can never find them. So on my binders, I have a binder for like each month of the year, and I need to get the spines that tells me what month it's for, because I always have to like flip through and figure out what month it is. First step is I'm gonna organize the binders, because I have a lot of binders. And a lot of these papers need to go in a binder, so I need to find what binder they go in and then put them away. I'm gonna put them in order of like August to May, and then we'll go from there. The rest of the stuff, I don't know. It's 9/11. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to do all this today, but I'm also in the mood to get rid of things. If I didn't use it the last 2 years of teaching, bye. It's going in the hallway. Someone else can take it. I don't even care if I'm like supposed to use it. I didn't use it the last 2 years, so I'm not going to. A little overwhelmed, but I know it'll be better, and these will be organized and cute. And I don't know if I mentioned this in my last vlog, but my friend Valerie, when she was here, my curtains have always been really long, and she said her grandma can hem them for me, so she took them home to hem them for me. So I'm really excited. They might actually fit. Okay, we made some progress. Even just this makes me so happy. So I'm gonna put spine labels on them so I know which one is which month. Like this is really organized. I was always looking for these and can never reach them. It just looks great. So I literally just wrote with Sharpie on these white labels what's in the boxes. Obviously it doesn't look cute, but it'll just help. Like if I didn't know that there was matching games and counting games in there, I will never grab that bucket. So I just did it for some of them. Remember, the curtains will be here, so all this will be covered, but at least it's a lot more organized for now. And then I started clearing off the tops of this as well. So looks really good. I have a few more things left over. A lot of these things are things that need to go in my monthly bins. So So I'm really happy I was able to get that done today. Desk got a little bit more messy in the process, but that's okay. Can't wait to get the curtains back. The pictures are already falling off, so I need to use something else besides double-sided tape. So that's basically all I did today was that, but that was a big task I needed to get done. And to have that done before I come back, like officially come back to school, is amazing. I just have the closet, I need this, but this isn't too bad because I really did it last year. So it's honestly not really I might not even need to, but the closet's my main thing, and then the shelves above my cubby, the cabinets might need a little just like reorganizing, but also I have to find stuff for all of the things that are still out. That's kind of the tricky part. So but yeah, I'm gonna try to pick up as much as I can on the floor really fast, and then I'm gonna head out for the day. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another classroom setup day. Today is Thursday, July 24th, and I'm in my classroom. It is 12:05. I'm staying up until about 2 today, so I have 2 hours today. And honestly, don't have a huge game plan. Like, I actually don't really know what I'm gonna do today. The clutter and the mess of my room is kind of bothering me. Like, I would like to have everything organized and cleaned up before I start doing other projects and stuff. So I might just tackle that for the next 2 hours. The last day I was here, I organized those 2 gray shelves, which I'm so excited about because that was like a big task that I feel like was lifted off my shoulders. So I think the next thing I want to do is the closet, because this is another one that's really weighing on me. It's just a lot. So I might try to organize this and get rid of things that I don't actually use, because there's definitely things in here I've never used before. Because all of the stuff laying out, like the haul I did on my first classroom setup, all that stuff is still sitting on my floor, and it's mainly there because I don't have a place to put it all. So this might be kind of where we put some of that stuff. And then I also should probably go through these cabinets as well and see. I know these 2 I always use for snacks, so I'm gonna keep these ones empty, but these have like extra recess or like indoor recess games, but honestly I don't even use some of them. And then these I fully reorganized last year during classroom setup, so I just need to like double check and make sure they still look good. Some odds and end things in the cubby space that I need to get out. It would just be really nice to get all my tables cleaned off, the floor picked up, because like I left my room looking like this yesterday or the other day. So it'd be kind of nice. My desk is full of stuff, even though I'd already cleaned and organized my desk. So I think that's what I'm gonna do today, is just work, because it takes a while to figure out the system of where you want things. So I might try to put away this stuff from the other day when I was here, because I know a lot of that has to go in like monthly bins. So I might try to do that, and then take everything out of my closet. Like, I took everything out and cleaned it, but I want to take everything off the shelves, and only put back things that I want to keep in there. But I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm just like gonna kind of start moving things around. It's so hard to show you guys because I just like start doing it. But yeah, I would love to get this off the floor today. Oh, and actually I brought my Nespresso back at home for the summer. So I actually, a really big goal today is to organize this shelf, especially now that it's behind my desk. I'm really excited about it. And I don't really want anything on top of my microwave, but maybe I could leave this here with a couple mugs or something. So I also want to fully organize that, because then this area would be done. My pictures fell off, by the way, so I need to paint them up with like painter's tape instead. And then also maybe clearing off the tops of these. So then when my curtains are done getting hemmed, I can just put them on and we're done, and it looks great. So I do want to get that done, so then this back area of my desk is fully organized. But so we're gonna pick up the floor, and then I think I'm gonna tackle the closet because I don't want to. So I want to tackle the closet, and then if I have time, I'm gonna tackle this, and then as I go, hopefully just put other things away that are on the floor. That might not get done today, but yes. And then I don't think I can come tomorrow. I might try if I can. Probably not though. So I think I'm gonna be back on Tuesday next week. So yeah, next week's my last week of summer, and then I come back August 5th. We're at a really good spot And the reason I come in during the summer is because all of this like extra organizing and stuff, like there's never time for this during the school year because our first week back is full of like meetings and team planning and things. So there's just no way I would have time for any of that. So it always just makes me have a peace of mind knowing that I worked in my classroom in the summer. So, and I think eventually I won't have to come in as early once I'm like a 5th, 6th year teacher maybe. I probably won't have to come in until like maybe a week early because hopefully all of this will be organized and in a system that I like. Okay, so I don't know, did that create me more space? I kind of feel like it did because I can still shove some on the side if I need to, and then I could fit a couple more baskets. I don't really think it's practical for the tissues, but I feel like it does work really well for the wipes and the Ziploc bags. I don't really know if that made me more storage or not. I feel like it did because now I can stack them higher. I do really like my paper here, so I really don't want to move it, but I'll clean office space up here and can stack a couple more bins up there as well. And then maybe also in my bathroom, or I have some extra space, I could just put them on the floor. But I also don't know where to put this dang thing, but I do actually use this, so I want to keep it. Maybe it'll just sit right there for now. Okay, so I'm gonna say that this is good enough for an organized closet, again, because this will be the extra wipes and tissues that I get. So I think that's good for today. I did put some of that stuff in those bins, any of the games. So my next task is to I'm gonna do the white shelf over there behind my desk, and some of that stuff is some of that. So we're still gonna work on putting things away. And I think it's time for my Alani, so I have a sherbet swirl today. The curtain will be there. I always had my paper just loosely on the bottom and it was hard to get, so now it's there. My Nespresso fits here, which I like because then there won't be more clutter over here. It isn't fully open though, so I think when I'm making a coffee I'll just take it out, which isn't that big of a deal. But yes, I'll have my brown sugar, my espresso, and then I'll have my espresso cups right here, and then I have little bottles that I'll have the vanilla syrup in, so I'll just kind of have it hidden. Last year I had it like displayed, but I do feel like I made it look a little messy and cluttered, so I like this look better. Okay, I like this angle. Okay, so the only thing with my new desk setup is I'm a little nervous about, I just know there's certain things I'm gonna need when I'm teaching whole group. Like, for example, my popsicle sticks, I always use these. I have like little smelly spots that I'll put on the back of their hand, like the incentives. Got this new eraser, I'm gonna get this out actually. My pointer, things like that. So I was trying to figure out what I could do to have those things at easy reach, but not leave them out sitting on my desk the whole time. I have an extra caddy, and I think I'm gonna use this, and I have a little spot on these gray shelves, which I'll show you in a second. I think I'm just gonna leave it up there and just like pull it down every time I need it. So my popsicle sticks fit in there nicely. This can go in here with my smelly spots, and then over here I'll put like some stickers. We use tickets at my school, I could put tickets in there. My pointer, maybe a couple extra expo markers. I don't know exactly what I'll need until I start teaching, but I just know there's gonna be certain things I'm like, wait, I need that at quick access. So I'm gonna I think this is gonna be like, I'll just grit it down every time I'm about to teach and then put it away when I'm done. Realistically, I don't know if that'll happen, but I'm gonna try. And I think I'm gonna keep it right here because I'm teaching from right here, which I actually might put my document camera in there as well because it's taking up its own bin and it doesn't really need that, but I wanted it at quick access. So I might also put that in here because I use that quite often. Let me show you this. It is so bad, but there's like a method to, like, I use this stuff so much, like my laminator, my paper cutter, these sheets, like it's so bad. I like to have wipes by my desk, Velcro. This is usually like mainly cleaning supplies, but I like to have Ziploc bags close to my desk, things like that. So I'm gonna use these organizers, and I have that bin, and we're gonna try to organize this. After I organize this, then I'll be done for the day. That was all of the organizing. I organized the shelves, the closet, this, that, all of the organizing that I want to do, or cleaning, but I didn't like put things away. So next time I come, that will be one of the main steps, is then finding a home for everything. Is this, but like I said, last year I organized it, so it should be pretty good, but you never know. I am just in the mood to get rid of things like this. Super cute little to-do list, but in hindsight never use it, so I'm gonna give it, I have a pile of stuff outside of things I don't want, and I'm hoping teachers will take it all when they come back. Oh, here's my sight words for my word wall, but I just feel like this is not a great spot for them. Breeze, pledge, dustpan. See, I didn't even know I had this. These are like higher level questions I can use. I'm gonna put those in my little caddy. Why are these in here? They need to be by the calendar. See, this stuff is just not organized. First year teacher stuff in here. Yeah, this is stuff that they probably gave me when I was first teacher, and I just shoved it in a drawer. And the cleaning supplies in a bin will help it stay organized. What's in there? And my Lysol. The next drawer is gonna be better. Okay guys, I think I have a really good idea. Extra book bins, and I've been wanting to make little toolkits for reading centers and math centers. They'll probably just be for both, and I was gonna use these, but they're too small. So I was like, why don't I use the book bins that I had that were extra, and I could fit a whiteboard in here and I don't know, other things. But here's what I have in it so far, and they're just gonna sit back here, and that kind of eliminates everything, because I feel like half of our teacher timetable time is them getting out their supplies, or oh, they can't find their pencil, they can't find their marker, things like that. So this would just be nice to be like, here's your kit for the day, and then it's all here. So first thing is I have these little chips and a wand that we use for segmenting. I've never found a good place for these, so this will be perfect. These little sentence trackers. I have a whisper phone, a marker and an eraser, a pencil because they can never find their pencils. And then I have a slinky for segmenting, and then these little like witchy creepy fingers that we use as a pointer when we're reading stories. So I feel like that would be very helpful. I'm probably gonna make 4 of them, maybe 5. I typically have a group of 4 or 5 back here, maybe 6 sometimes, but I'm gonna try to keep my groups to 4 to 5 this year. Just did that, and now I'm about to leave because I have a concert to get to, so I better go. It is 2:15. I could stay here forever just doing things. So the next time I come, my main task is gonna be to find a place for everything. Now that every little section's organized, now I need to figure out, where's this going, where's this going, what's that, where's that gonna go. There's a few things I still need to go back through and label. Most of the decorating is done, but I need to do labeling. I do need to decorate my door still. The labels on the 3 drawers, finish my file cabinet by my desk. There are a little bit of things I need to do. The wall behind my microwave. But yeah, so the next job will be to like clean this room, put things where they need to go, find a home for everything, which might take me a couple of days, but we're gonna try to get as much done as we can. Because when we come back, I don't want to be doing that kind of stuff. I don't want to be organizing. I don't want to be cleaning all that. I want to be making copies for the first week of school, doing meet the teacher prep, team planning, because you always get extra tasks. Hey, you need to do this. Hey, you need to do this. And you just don't have time for those little nitty-gritty task that you want to be doing. So I'm really glad I've been coming in, because it just helps my sanity, because oh my gosh, I don't know what I would do if I hadn't come in. I feel really good and accomplished today that I found spots for my my math and reading games, my closet's organized, the white bookshelf's organized, that file drawer, things that I've been wanting to get done. So my classroom doesn't look clean, but I feel a little bit better knowing I did clean some stuff, and I have a huge pile of stuff outside my room for people to take, because we're just getting rid of things. If I haven't used it in the last year, then I'm getting rid of it. I want everything to have a spot, so I'm not just throwing things places when it comes time to start the school year, because then it'll stay messy. So it's probably a little bit of a shorter vlog, because I had both days I came in this week were just kind of organizing. It's probably not as interesting, but it needs to be done. So I will be doing a lot more of the labeling and putting things where they need to go next time I come in. Thank you guys so much for watching Classroom Setup Part 3. Make sure you follow me on TikTok at Kindergarten with Kaylee, and my Amazon wish list is always linked below. Have to donate anything, but anything is greatly appreciated. It's so fun to talk with some of you guys, meet some of you guys, and I'm so happy you guys are following along my journey. I go back August 5th, so next week's my last week of summer. It's gonna go by so fast, but I also kind of feel like I'm ready for the school year. I'm so excited. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next Classroom Setup vlog. Bye guys.